There were rumors some humans survived the cull. Our mission was to hunt them down and eradicate them from the galaxy. Standing on the bridge of the starship Veritas, I surveyed the twinkling cosmos stretched out before me. The ancient celestial map, a sacred gift from the keepers of the light, shimmered holographically in the air. It whispered tales of an old universe and hinted at places untraveled. An eon ago, humanity was put on trial. Their entire species stood accused in the Galactic Council's court, their future hanging on the balance of cosmic justice. The charges? Their uncontrolled expansion, their reckless consumption of resources, and their chronic propensity for violence. Their whole nature, it was determined, was detrimental to the galactic order. Humanity was not present at their trial. There were no advocates, no pleas for mercy, no testimonies to the wonders of their art or the depths of their love. There was only the data, the cold, hard facts of their impact on the cosmos. And so, the proclamation was raised: humanity would be removed from the face of the galaxy. As the executor of this grim sentence, the cull fell to us. We were not driven by malice or joy, but duty. We were the Veritans, the arbitrators of the Galactic Council, tasked with ensuring harmony among the stars. In our hearts, we carried not hatred, but a heavy sorrow. Even as we extinguished their lives, we recognized that each was a unique constellation of memories, dreams, and potential, now lost forever. The initial chaos was a whirlwind of desperate flight and fierce resistance. Human ships scattered in 1,000 directions, their primitive but potent weapons flaring in the void. Yet, one by one, we found them. One by one, we ended them. Their desperation was as futile as it was poignant, a testament to their undying spirit, even in the face of inevitable defeat. 1,000 years have passed since the cull began. Peace had returned to the galaxy, yet a single task remained incomplete. Rumors persisted, whispers in the dark corners of spaceports, cryptic anomalies in deep space probes. A few human ships may have slipped through our net in the initial chaos. I turned to my second in command, Thera. Her form was as ethereal as the cosmic dust that hung in the emptiness of space, her gaze as cold as the distant stars. She had served at my side since the beginning, her resolve never faltering, even in our darkest hours. "The map," I said, gesturing towards the holographic starscape. "It's our best chance. The Keepers have never led us astray before." Thera nodded, her gaze thoughtful. "I still find it hard to believe. Could humans have survived this long, hidden among the stars?" I sighed, my own doubts the mirror of hers. "There's only one way to find out." The Veritas shuddered slightly as we engaged the drive, the stars bending around us. The ancient celestial map charted our course, guiding us towards the whispered echoes of a race thought extinct, a race we were sworn to extinguish. As the light of distant suns stretched into lines, I couldn't help but wonder, what would we find at the end of this journey? Desperate survivors clinging to existence, or the last defiant embers of a species refusing to die? The thought sent a shiver down my spine. Despite the weight of our mission, I could not help but admire their resilience. One thing was certain, we were sailing towards the unknown. Humanity, a ghost from our past, had left us a mystery we could not ignore. I turned to the star-strewn expanse before us, the shimmering holograph of the ancient celestial map illuminating my face in a ghostly glow. We were venturing into uncharted territory, the final vestiges of a race we were meant to extinguish. It was a grim task, but our resolve was as strong as ever. From the human perspective, in the heart of the SS Ulysses, nestled amongst the vast cosmic sea, I stood contemplating our destiny. The ancient celestial map spread before me, a testament to our past glory, now held the keys to our future survival. An eon ago, the trial by the Galactic Council was a shock, a clandestine farce conducted without our input, but it didn't catch us entirely off guard. Rumors had circulated amongst our ranks, whispers of conspiracy and impending doom. We knew our rapid ascension had raised concerns, stirred fear among the alien races who were so used to the status quo. We were the new kids on the block, too bold and too powerful for their liking. We'd felt the unspoken tension, the silent exclusion in galactic affairs. We'd seen the covert glances, the veiled threats. And so, even as the Galactic Council schemed our downfall, we plotted our survival. We weren't naive. We knew we were being pushed into a corner, subdued for the greater good. But we were human, we would not go down without a fight. A plan was crafted, a daring, audacious plan to escape the iron fist of the Galactic Council. Even as the gavel was raised in the cosmic courtroom, we were preparing for our great exodus. Our brightest minds pored over the ancient celestial maps, charting a course to the unexplored regions of the galaxy. We would be interstellar nomads, the last surviving remnants of our species. As the verdict was announced, a pall fell over humanity. But unbeknownst to the Galactic Council and the Veritans, a considerable part of our fleet had already vanished into the dark abyss, under the guidance of the ancient celestial maps. The ships that were left behind were not abandoned, they were manned by brave volunteers ready to face the Veritans, to buy time for the rest of us, to protect the future of humanity at all costs. Back in the present, the Ulysses and her crew were not the last humans. We were the guardians of humanity, the watchers on the wall. While we held the fort here, millions of our brethren were safely ensconced in the farthest reaches of the galaxy, their lives going on in blissful ignorance of the game being played on the galactic stage. The thought brought a strange sense of satisfaction. The Veritans thought they were winning, but we had the upper hand. Our spies within the Galactic Council were our eyes and ears. They fed us information, whispers of Veritan plans. Little did the Council know that the seeds of deceit had been sown within their own ranks. Misinformation, misdirection, human skills that the Council feared and underestimated were at play. As the comm beeped, breaking my chain of thoughts, a sense of foreboding washed over me. I answered the call, my heartbeat echoing in my ears. "They're coming," the voice at the other end said, fear thinly veiled behind the determined tone. Our spy in the Galactic Council was risking his life to warn us. "The Veritans have something. An ancient celestial map. They're coming for you." We knew this day would come. The Veritans were the Council's executioners, and they were closing in. We were ready, though. This was part of the plan. The Ulysses was a guardian, a diversion, a sacrificial lamb. We were here to keep the Veritans thinking they were winning, to keep them away from the millions of humans nestled safely in the corners of the galaxy. As I looked at the faces of my crew, each one ready to lay down their life for our kind, I knew we would succeed. We would make the Veritans believe they had won. We would make the ultimate sacrifice to protect humanity. The game was far from over. The Veritans were coming, but they were walking into our trap. Little did they know they were being manipulated, their strings being pulled by the very species they sought to destroy. The final act of humanity's saga was unfolding, and the Galactic Council was yet to realize that they were not the puppeteers, but mere puppets in the grand theater of the cosmos.